So it looks like we got a mix of historical characters of Jefferson, Franklin, Washington, and Madison.
Yeah, I know. I got to channel my fourth grade rendition of Benjamin Franklin right now. Very excited to do that.
Well, we're hoping you will, Logan. Channel away, man.
Yeah,
my
Get that bald cap back on my head.
Well, my question is, who's Osbourne? Is Osbourne an historical figure, or is it just like a junior member of the firm? Char, what do you think?
Osbourne sounds to me like a secretary. I mean, I kind of sound, or if I'm in the law firm, I'm the junior partner who doesn't.
Sounds kind of Mad Men almost, you know?
Yeah.
Those three guys could be guys that sound the bottom of the Declaration of Independence, but never were really famous.
the maddest of men.
Mad Men circa 1700s.
That's Mad Men.
So I'll do Jefferson. Who's Washington?
Me.
Zach's going to be in Washington. Logan will be Ben Franklin. And then we've got Todd.
I'm Dave's Madison, and I brought my kids to work today. So if you hear them in the back of the agency, that's just my kids. Couldn't find a babysitter.
All right, Char, you're doing Osbourne? I'm
being Osbourne. I'm curious, though, if Osbourne is a historical, because if I'm with Franklin and Jefferson in Washington, it just kind of seems like Osbourne would be a historical. So. But anyway,
so. It makes sense that the only woman in this historical event isn't one that we all know now. I'm just saying, maybe it's a bit of a political statement that we don't know who you are.
True. That's right. Yeah, and we have two ladies. We have two ladies in the advertising part. Pam's doing one of those.
Yep, she's playing surprise.
I'm lady too.
And then we have Uncle Sam.
Yes, and then we have Uncle Sam, and that is going to be Dusty, who is one of our voices. That he's the Abominable. He plays the Abominable quite often.
Are we going to add in Dusty in post here?
Yes.
Dusty, we miss you. We're sorry you couldn't be with us today. We're all having such a great time. If that could just be the martinis talking, though. My life is never boring. All right, enough about me.
Are we set to go?
Ready.
All right, take it away.
1789, New York. Eager to prosper in the eyes of the world, it was only natural that the new country should turn to that great American institution, the advertising agency. Madison, Jefferson, and Osbourne.
All right, men, are we all set for the big USA campaign?
Right, TJ.
Good. Now, wait a minute. Where are you going, Madison?
They're naming the avenue after me today. They want me to cut the ribbon.
But we've got the nation presentation. Top management will be there any minute. Besides, how come they're naming it Madison Avenue? I thought they were going to name it after me, Jefferson.
Don't you remember, Tom? I get the street. You get your picture on the $2 bill.
Oh, yeah. Let's all...
Gentlemen, the client has arrived. President George Washington.
Gentlemen!
George, you're limping.
Yeah, what happened to your ankle?
They were having some fool ceremony down on the app, and I tripped over the ribbon. All right. I'm anxious to see what you think advertising and marketing can do for America. Madison?
Yes.
Jefferson?
Yes.
Franklin?
Yes.
Osbourne?
Sir.
Let's get on with it. I'm due to have my portrait painted for the $1 bill today.
I've got dibs on the 2.
Whatever.
Now, George, let's talk demographics. We've been mother-henning the country's marketing problems, and we think we've got the answer image-wise and the image answer-wise. Right, boys?
Right, TJ.
Can you give me that again?
According to the latest Gallup poll...
The who?
Revere. He gallops around the country and asks people what they think. He also networks.
What's that mean? Networks?
If somebody doesn't want to be interviewed, he throws a net over them and sees if that works.
Oh.
Anyhow, 82.6% of the people think we're still a part of England.
The heck you say?
Yeah, we've held these truths to be self-evident, but nobody's buying it.
They're not?
Not in Europe. We've got to create the demand.
Right, JM.
We've trained all our big guns and research on the problem.
Now we've got to drop it in the Boston Harbor and see if it makes tea.
Bring it in Philadelphia and see if it cracks.
Run it up to Valley Forge and see if it gets frostbite.
Now you've got the hang of it. We've got to...
Say, did I ever tell you how cold it was?
Yes.
Many times.
We've got to hustle America like any other product. A bar of soap, a package of snuff. You want to attract more European settlers, more investment capital? Here's how we're going to do it. Bring it in, boys.
A big wagon? What's that for?
It's a new medium. We call it telewagon.
Telewagon.
Horses will drag it all over Europe from village to village.
Actors will appear in a little rectangular window inside and sell the product, like this.
Tired of the same old European wars? When Napoleon strikes, you need fast relief. We recommend the ingredients found in America.
What's the matter with you, Grace? You're so irritable and jumpy all the time.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to be beheaded.
I was the same way. Then I heard about America. Everyone's moving there. It's so indivisible, so chock full of liberty and justice for all.
Hi there. I'm 13-year-old Sally Dabrowski. After 16 hours in a sweatshop, a good deodorant is important to me. In America, every boy or girl has the opportunity to test their own deodorant. Under one arm, some kind under the other. That's the American way. One nation underarm with stick or roll-on for all.
Europe getting harder to swallow this mornings? Well, sir, you want to get yourself over to America and pour yourself a big bowl of Freedom Flakes. Little amber grains of wheat coated with Purple Mountain's majesty. Fruited or plain.
Half of our town moved to America. The other half, our half, had 57% less scurvy. Look, Ma, no rickets.
All right, miss, you're holding a little replica of Bulgaria in one hand and a cutout replica of America in the other. Wash these over, and you've given each country a good scrubbing. Which nation came out the brightest?
Well, Bulgaria came out kind of dingy.
Wow! Now look at America. No ring around the country here.
No, America definitely looks brighter. What you've got here is your alabaster cities gleaming, undimmed by human tears.
Why don't you make the switch to all-temperature America?
Move to America and light up your life, such as it is. And you too will say,
sold on America.
Well, what do you think, George?
I don't know. You think that'll appeal to your poor, huddled masses?
Trust me.
It won't appeal to too many huddled masses, will it?
Nah. Meanwhile, we just need one more thing. A symbol that'll grab him by the heartstrings and make him holler uncle. Which brings us to the best part. A walking corporate image. Marketing has created a poster. Here he is, Uncle Irving.
An athlete in red shorts, a blue undershirt? Do you think it's us?
It's us. It's a celebrity endorsement.
can't you see, George? It's a great campaign.
Wait a minute. But I still say Uncle Irving is all wrong for our corporate image. We need a different looking. Oh, that's probably my Uncle Sam. I invited him down to join us for lunch. Come in, gentlemen. My Uncle Sam.
Kind of a flashy dresser, isn't he? Red and white striped pants, blue coat, white goatee, and a top hat with stars around it.
Yeah, that's the way my Uncle Sam always dresses. Sam, you're late.
Is that right? I want you.
Don't point your finger at me. It's impolite to point.
And you to know.
Wait a minute.
minute.
Are you thinking what we're thinking?
Yes, I think it's time for lunch.
I think that was good. Yay!
Fun.
What's your favorite part, guys?
I like the little girl talking about scurvy.
In the sweatshop?
Yeah.
My favorite part to do was the like advertising part, because I never get to do like the character voices like you guys get to do, and I'm always jealous. So, you know, I get to like add a little bit of flair to something. That was fun.
I
like
love
the
that Ben
big bowl of
Franklin
Freedom Flakes.
is young, because you always think of him as being the old guy and everything.
Yeah.
The Ricketts line always kills me. Every time we rehearsed it, including when we just did it, I almost laughed out loud every single time.
Damn, your voice is so good for a little girl.
It's incredible. It's like it's actually a little girl. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I've worked so hard to make my voice sound lower over, in management. You don't want to sound like this. And I can't do English accents like So many of you do so well.
Yeah, I
Thank-
can't do like a normal British accent, but I'm like good with the goofy voices, and I'm so jealous they sound so like good and upper crest. I can just sound like this. Like I can't do the cool British accents or anything, but I try.
Well, when my
There's,
character talks about Uncle Sam, I almost slip into that a little bit. Like I kind of sound like Cary Grant in my head.
Yeah.